Hello, my sister. I don't know if you remember some of the older videos from when we first moved in. I'm going to take you on a quickie tour. This maple tree tried to kill me. We had some wind, really high wind, and it decided to throw one of its big ass branches right at my head. That's not the sword of Damocles situation though. Anyway, I'm going to take you this way. This is our campsite. It's really bright October day. You wouldn't believe it was like fuck-ass freezing a week ago. Now it's like it's getting up to about 20 degrees come about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, this is our permanent tent. It always stays there. It's tied to a tree. These benches we found up in the top of that building. I got another one down by the front of the driveway. They come in handy little camp seats. This is the fire that Dale built. Dale built us our little campfire. And we ended up having a French drain put in all the way across the back of the property, all the way from up behind that shed, all the way down here. And then that drains out to the Babbling Brook. So we ended up with like this little roadway, I suppose. So we've decided to keep it as a roadway. And it's quite cool. And so I'm lining it. We found this old railway sleeper with little fir trees growing out of it that I call the bonsai trees. So I put that there, and we had to chop some of the willow down. So that's lying down in the ground, hoping it will re-root itself. It might not. I came across another couple of little fir trees that I had to move anyway, so I've put them in there as well. This is the dirt pile I've got to move. It's the last of our dirt pile, but we're gonna fill all the little gaps and shit with that. This is our household shed, which I've half taken over with most of my crap. And we still have this building, but the lean-to on the side was pulling down the rest. It was damaging the actual main part of the building. So when they did the French drain, we got Dan, the digger driver, to accidentally hit it with a bucket. And it just fell down. We're going to harvest as much of the materials as we can out of it. I've already been using lots of planks and shit out of it. And of course, you remember the barn, Doug and Bub. Yeah, that's our barn. It's coming very bloody handy, that barn. Dan's OTV. So anyway, I want to show you the whole area that I've been working on. Oopsies. And in the spring, I started clearing out this section because once that's all cleared, I'm hoping to get a greenhouse in here. And as I'm trying to clear a load of roots and shit, I sort of got this natural little hole. I don't use full of leaves at the moment, but I'm going to make like a little mini pond there for just dipping your watering can and whatnot. And I got like this little pathway around there. That's what I'm using. That's scavenge stuff I want to keep and work on later. And I made out of a lot of the rocks that I pulled out the hole, I'm making a little rock wall because I've got this dirt bank here that was absolutely covered in junk and fallen bits of tree. And in behind there, better to see from around the other side, there's this little glen. It's like a little fairy cove, if you like. So this, what I'm standing on right now, is actually going to be where my new shed is going to be, this spot here. But we got this maple tree, this beautiful old girl, but we found a problem. And if you can see, a big lump of her wood came off the back end here, and it's rotten. So I'm going to try and cover that in concrete and hope we can keep this. And we've got to give her a little trim so that we don't take. And then I've cleared all this zone out. Cleared up the lumpod there, found all these railway ties there. I want to make this as a little pathway through. I don't know if you can see all the little fir trees there. It's around to my little secret fairy garden. And then I see this. And see if you can see that jumble of twigs. And it goes up, 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 up. Look, it's a piece of a tall spruce tree that's fallen down and is dangling in an old maple over the back there. And when the wind blows, it's swaying. And if we're not careful, see if we're around that forked fir tree that's dead, is going to pull down that dodgy looking bit of maple up the top there. And I don't want it to smash the old girl I'm trying to save, and we got to get it gone by the time my shed comes, or it's going to smash the shed. This is the other way into the fairy glade. Oh my god, this video is going to end up too long if I don't stop soon. But here, this is a great cluster of trees here, and we go up through this little pathway. So it's hard to see because all the bloody leaves have come down. And look at this. This is it from the other angle. And it's just so cute. It's just a wonderful little nookie. It's just a wonderful little nookie. So that's the story of the Mrs. Maple. I'm going to turn this one off for a minute just so I haven't got a video that's too long. I'm going to start another one up because I want to show you something else. Hold on.